Good morning, guys. Today's Tuesday, the 5th of May, and this is our English lesson for today. Okay, here are the things that we're going to need for today. It's the same as it's been for the last week. Paper, if you're using your orange book, continue using your orange book. Pencil, and if you want to take part in the challenge, it's a little bit of art again, so you need some art supplies. So start off by writing today's date at the top of your page and underline it if you have a ruler. If you don't have a ruler, don't worry about it. Okay, our spelling for the week is our silent letters. So we've got a list of words here: build, guide, guard, wheat, whale, honest, whirl, gnome, gnaw, and surprise. So I want you to choose a different spelling activity to do today. Pause the video and do your spelling activity. Okay, the spelling task for today, I've wrote a number of sentences. I want you to read the sentences and see if I've made any spelling mistakes. Now remember, it's silent letters, so the words might sound correct, but they might not be spelled correctly. So number one, in my garden I have several gnomes. Number two, the whale is a large sea creature. And the last one, the guard patrols the jail. Have I spelled the words with silent letters correctly? Stop the video here, copy down the sentences, and then when you restart it, we'll correct them together. Okay, let's look at the first sentence. In my garden, I have several gnomes. So the spelling of gnomes is missing its silent letter. It should begin with a G, G-N-O-M-E-S. Number two, the whale is a large sea creature. So whale is on our spelling list, and the silent letter that's missing is a H in between the W and the A. And our last sentence, the guard patrols the jail. The word on our spelling list is guard, and it's missing a silent G in between. It's missing a silent U in between the G and the A. Okay, a reminder of what we're doing for our SPAG, or spelling, punctuation, and grammar. We're using inverted commas around direct speech. So remember the sentence from yesterday. Hi Alicia, I like your new top, said Leon. What Leon actually says is, hi Alicia, I like your new top. So we've got inverted commas at the beginning and inverted commas at the end of what he says. I have wrote some sentences that use direct speech, but I've not put the inverted commas and the rest of the punctuation in the correct place. So what I want you to do is write down these three sentences, put the inverted commas and the punctuation in the correct place. We're going to do the first one together, and then the other two are yours. So it says, I want to all, shouted Jamie, and the inverted commas around the entire sentence. So straight away you know that's not correct, because the inverted commas should only be around what Jamie is actually shouting. So Jamie shouts, I want it all. So we have inverted commas around I want it all, inverted commas at the end, and a comma here. I want it all, pause, shouted Jamie. So now we've put our inverted commas in the correct place. They are at the beginning of what Jamie says, they're at the end, and we have our comma just before the inverted commas. So pause the video here, try and do the next two by yourself, and then when you start the video again, we will correct it. Okay, our second sentence, it's too cold, whispered Ali. Now the inverted commas are around whispered Ali. That's not correct. That is telling us how Ali said it. She whispered it. It's not telling us what Ali actually said. That's where we need our inverted commas. So we'll get rid of our inverted commas there. And what Ali actually whispers is, it's too cold. So we put inverted commas at the beginning. We've got a comma after cold, that's correct. So we need our inverted commas at the end of what Ali whispers. And our last one, good morning, said the teacher. There's no inverted commas in there, and there's no comma, so we need to think about what the teacher actually said. The teacher said good morning, so we put inverted commas at the beginning, comma at the end of what's been said, and inverted commas to close it off. Okay, our waltz for our lesson today we are learning to. We're using headings, subheadings, and bullet points. We're moving away from our story writing and we're moving to instructional writing. And what we are going to be making is we're going to be making sandwiches. So I want you to talk to whatever adults in your house, because they're going to have to help you when it comes to the cooking part, about what kind of sandwich you're going to make. So pause the video, go and speak to an adult and talk about what kind of sandwich you're going to make. The sandwich that I'm going to make, I'm going to go for a chicken, bacon, tomato and lettuce sandwich. But you have to decide which one you want to make. So pause the video, go and speak to an adult just now. Okay, for the first part of our instructional writing, we know that instructions need a heading. Now, if you look at the first picture, my heading is how to make a tasty sandwich. So the rules for headings, they have to be simple, they have to be obvious, they have to be related, and you don't really want to use too many adjectives. So I've only used one. My heading is how to make a tasty sandwich. Now, what I want you to do is you can either copy mine and change the adjective or come up with your own one. Now, you need to try and underline it. So if you've got a ruler, use your ruler. If you don't have a ruler, try and do a line with something else. Pause the video here and write your heading. Okay, the second picture shows our first subheading. Now, subheadings tell us what the next passage is about. So we're looking at equipment. So that's all the things that you're going to need to make your sandwich, but it does not include food. So I've started mine. It's a chopping board because I'm going to have to chop up some of the ingredients, a knife and a frying pan because I have to cook some of my ingredients. I want you to have a think about the sandwich that you're making and what kind of equipment you're going to use. So maybe if you're going to have some sort of sauce on your sandwich, you might have to use a spoon. If you're going to toast your bread, you're going to have to use a toaster. So think about what your sandwich is going to look like and think about all the tools that you're going to have to use. And remember, we're not writing in sentences, we are using bullet points. And our last subheading is ingredients. Now, your ingredients are what you're using to make the sandwiches, the part that you actually eat. So my ingredients, I've got chicken slices, bacon, tomato, lettuce. Yours might be totally different. You might be making maybe an egg mayonnaise sandwich. You might be going for a chicken tikka sandwich. You might be having a toast sandwich. So again, write the heading, subheading, ingredients, try and underline it, and then you're using bullet points to fill in all your ingredients. Pause the video here and do your ingredients. Now, if you follow the instructions, you should have a heading and then the subheading equipment with bullet points and then the subheading ingredients with bullet points as well. Make sure that when you've completed that, you take a photo or you have evidence of your work and you send it to me on Class Dojo. Tomorrow we'll carry on writing the instructions, and at the end of the week we're going to make our sandwich then, so you don't have to make it today. If you want to move on to the challenge, there's a lot of reading in the challenge, but you have to follow the instructions to create a picture. I'm not going to read the instructions to you. I want you to stop the video here, read the instructions step by step, and after you've read one step, pause the video, go and draw what it's telling you to do. Start the video again, and I wonder if anyone can complete the challenge. If you do manage to do the challenge, don't forget to send it in to me. Well done, guys.